What's up, witches? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Trying out some fancy tech today. Okay. Trying out something new. Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me okay. How's the sound? How's the view? Isn't this cool? Welcome. Hey, Allie. Hey, Flash with Z. Hey, Gabby. What's up, Marie Sorrell? Welcome. Hey, Crystal Druid. P. Gates in the house. Welcome, Adiola. Come on into the building. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know if you can hear me. I've got a microphone on. I'm streaming from one of the platforms I'm going to be talking about today. Give you guys a little example of how automations can change the game for you if you are a spiritual entrepreneur. That is our topic for Tuesday Tips today. So let me know in the comments if you can see, if you can hear, if everything is all good. I don't want us to miss anything. This new integration between StreamYard and Instagram also is limited to an hour. So I want to be really effective and productive in getting through everything that I want to share with you today so that we are not cut off prematurely. So keep an eye on the clock and let's get down to business. So let me know if you can hear me all good. And if you are a witchpreneur, drop an emoji in the comments. Adiola can see and hear me. Awesome. So can Mrs. and Mr. Nottingham. Beautiful. Awesome. Very good. Yes, technology. I'm going to be talking about that a lot today. So go ahead and drop an emoji down in the chat if you are a witchpreneur. There are 25,000 subscribers or followers on this Instagram page. A lot of you have been rocking with me in the last 4 years for tips on magic, glimpses into my life as a working witch, and different things like that. And you may or may not know that I am the CEO and founder of BronxWitch HeadQuarters, which is the Bronx's only co-working space for readers, healers, and mystics. We also used to be a retail shop, but I recently pivoted away from that, sending our retail online so that we could fully expand and utilize the space for our working witches, for folks that want to throw events, meetups, gatherings, that need a place to work, need a place to take a client, etc. And I have been growing that business for the last 5 years. We've had a physical location for the last 3 years. We opened in October of 2021. So we just celebrated our birthday. And I have no business background whatsoever. I started this business making teas and candles and offering tarot readings in my apartment during COVID. And that got a great response. I was able to build a community through my YouTube channel. And Spirit really just sent me my location. I genuinely was not looking for a location. I was actually thinking about shutting down my business. I was selling primarily on Etsy, and I just wasn't really sure where I was going next. I did a 40-day sadhana, and Spirit said, it's time to help other witches. So I was blessed with the location that we've been in for the last 3 years. But because I never planned to go into business, I went to law school. I went to the George Washington University Law School. I thought I was going to be an attorney. I took a detour, got married, and spent 15 years in hospitality management, managing bars and restaurants around New York City. And I thought bar ownership might be my new path. I certainly never meant to go into spiritual entrepreneurship for myself. A 40-day sadhana, witch lantern, sadhana. It's a Sanskrit word. It means a ritual or practice. So it's basically like a detox, a fast for 40 days. I fasted, I did yoga, I meditated, and waited for Spirit to tell me what the heck I was supposed to do next. And on the 39th day, I signed the lease at HQ. So that took me into spiritual entrepreneurship, something I never planned for myself. So I have had to give myself a crash course in business over the last 3 years. I have taken every class. I have taken every coaching program. I have tried every single platform. I'm a trial and error kind of girly. I'm not afraid to try something new and invest some time and energy in finding the right thing for me. So I've had 10 different appointment platforms. I've had different website platforms. Those of you who first met me on YouTube know that the coven has gone from YouTube to Facebook to my own website to now maybe back to YouTube. I really have tried it all because I realized very quickly that if I was going to succeed in business, I needed to get the education that I was lacking. The spiritual part I had down. My spirit guides, my ancestors, my angels, they were making sure that that part was all good. The business part of it, I was very much lacking. So I became a fervent student of business. And I've been teaching myself ever since. And for the first 2.5 years or so of our physical location, it was a lot of me just taking classes and trying stuff, taking classes, trying stuff, taking classes, trying stuff. And I'm grateful that I did it that way to the extent that I did learn a lot. But I also wasted quite a bit of time and maybe a little bit of money in the sense that I also learned a lot of things that were not relevant to me and what I needed in my business. And I was crying myself to sleep every night, overwhelmed, freaking out, going through a divorce. My husband's moving out. Half of the income coming into my home is about to leave. I don't know if I can keep going. And that is when God sent me my business coach. We started working together late last year, and everything has turned around for me because now I have somebody in my corner, not only just rooting me on and encouraging me, but someone who's done it before. She has helped build the systems of Fortune 500 companies. She is dedicated to helping small businesses. She got her background helping multi-million-dollar companies with their systems. She's used to working with million-dollar budgets, and she fell in love with helping small businesses. That was something she realized was her passion. And so now she helps people like me and teaches us what she knows and what she learned about how the big businesses do it so that we can do it on a smaller scale and still see big success. And in working with her, I started to realize that I want to do that for the next person. Now, she's not a spiritual business coach. She helps businesses of all kinds. But you guys know me, #witches helping witches. I want to see a world where witches are thriving, where every single neighborhood, every single family, every community has a healer, has a reader, has a practitioner available because what we do is so valuable. I know that because that's what you guys tell me when you come into the shop. And something that is literally destroying your lives is cured by something spiritual or something magical. So I want to see witches be able to bring their magic into the world. And I do that by teaching witches to become better witches. But over the last 1.5 years or so, I have also done that by coaching entrepreneurial witches to be able to take those gifts that they have and build thriving businesses from it so that if they want to practice those things full time, they can do that. And that's what I'm here to help people with. So about 1.5 months ago, I started shifting the direction of this page. So if you're here from before then, welcome into the building. But I definitely want everyone to know that my focus here on Instagram is for my Witchpreneurs. That is the type of information, education, and content you're going to be seeing from me moving forward. And these lives that we started about a month ago are going to be happening every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And we're going to be talking about topics that are relevant to my Witchpreneurs. Now, is this information that could help you in your life if you are not a Witchpreneur? Perhaps you're a hobbyist, or maybe you have no business at all. You have your 9 to 5 and you're very happy with that. Absolutely. But I definitely want to make sure that my Witchpreneurs find me. So if you know somebody that is a reader, a healer, a mystic, they make jewelry, they make herb bundles, they are herbalists, and they need help with their businesses, you believe in what they do and you want to see them thrive, and they were like me, they didn't have a business background, and they need somebody to sift through the fluff and get them set up straight, please send them my way. And if that's you, drop an emoji. If you are a witchpreneur, you are a spiritual practitioner of some kind, you are charging for your products or your services, and you would like to create a world for yourself where you're able to do that work full time, then drop an emoji down below. This live is for you. Someone's asking about my coach. I've tagged her in several of my posts, so just scroll through my feed. She is unavailable to the general public at the moment, though, I have to tell you. She just took on a big job with a huge company. And so the clients that she has, the small business clients that she has, she is sticking with, but she is not adding anybody to her roster at the moment. And she'll be the first person to tell you that she is not a spiritual business coach. So if you need information that is going to be specifically tailored to a business that is based around magic, spirituality, she's probably going to send you back over to me anyway. We send each other clients all the time. I'm meeting with one of her clients tomorrow because email automation is a service that I provide to my clients. Not only do I coach my clients on the different things that they could be doing better in their witchy business, but because I understand that my witchpreneurs are busy, they have 9-to-5s in a lot of cases, they have children, they're overwhelmed. There are services I offer my clients where I will actually do some of the things that you need to get done for you. Email sequence automation is one of the things that I like to do for my clients, and I offer that as a one-off service. So one of my business coaches, I kind of think of us as like godchildren. So one of my god siblings, one of my siblings in business, is meeting with me tomorrow to hire me to do her welcome email automation sequence. So my coach and I share and refer clients to each other, because it's not about hoarding all the clients. We can't take everybody. It's about genuinely helping people and setting them up with the person that's going to be most useful to them. So if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, you're in the right place with me. Okay. So I'm only seeing one emoji. Is there only one witchpreneur in the room? I'm seeing some handles in here of folks that I know are entrepreneurial, that I know have businesses that are offering their services and such. On a professional capacity. Witch Lantern dropped an emoji. Okay, what's up? Kitsune Wellness dropped an emoji. I'm scrolling back. Flash with Z dropped an emoji. Okay, awesome. There are my witchpreneurs. I'm finding you. Welcome, welcome. Jasmine Noel dropped some emojis. Ooh, some gorgeous emojis. Love that. Welcome, welcome. Any other witchpreneurs in the building? Yeah, I understand. Kali Krishnu says, I'm working and figuring out what to delegate. I don't want to give anything up because I've had bad experiences before. I completely understand that. I would say a consultation with me, honey, is the best way to start so that I can help you with that. I have also had bad experiences. I paid $6,000 to a social media management company I had to fire. I paid $5,000 to an accountant and bookkeeper that I had to fire. I have also had bad experiences with trying to delegate tasks to people. I've learned a lot. So we can definitely look at what you've got going on right now and figure out which of those tasks you could delegate to somebody. And maybe I know some folks that could even be good references for you. Setting up a consultation with me is super easy. You click the link in my bio and go to my website to do so, or you can just DM me the words "help me" and I will send you the link to get set up. And a consultation with me is just $25. It's a 15-minute virtual video or virtual meeting. And if you decide to get a longer coaching session or hire me on retainer or one of my services, take one of my classes, anything, if you decide at the end of that consultation you want to move forward, that $25 gets credited to whatever you get next. Okay. So it's a very, very no risk way of letting me help you. Okay. You were looking for an emoji. Okay, Marie Sorrell. I like what you chose. I love the love. Solomon Conjure Shop in the building. Hey, Nova. What is going on? So before we start talking about automation real quick, guys, I want to remind you about my next webinar, which is going down tomorrow night at 10 p.m. called The Power of the Pivot, Shifting Directions When the Roads Are Blocked. Okay. This is for my stressed out witchpreneurs. Okay. You're definitely going to learn a lot if you're not already in this position. Perhaps you just want to know what different revenue models are available to you before you even get started. And that's fine too. You can certainly come to the webinar, but this is really for my witchpreneurs who feel like they are banging their heads against a wall. I have pivoted my business, BronxWitch HeadQuarters, 4 times in the last 3 years. And that's because I'm a new business. And the first idea that I have isn't necessarily what my community really wants from me, or it might not be delivered in the way that they would benefit the most from it. And when you are banging yourself against a wall, when you keep trying something and you know you're doing all the things, right? You're doing all the stuff that all the experts tell you that you're supposed to be doing, and yet you are not seeing customers, you are not seeing clients, and you're wondering what the heck is going on. Don't give up. Okay. Don't give up. Take this webinar first, because there is a really good chance. I don't believe in coincidences. You had this idea for a reason. Inspiration and spirit come from the same root word. And if you were inspired to become a reader, inspired to become a healer, that was for a reason. So don't give up. I know it's hard. I know the revenue might not be coming there. I know that the reach might not be there. You want to have an impact on the world and it's just not happening. And you are frustrated and you are about to just say, you know what, forget it. Especially for those of you who started your practices or started your businesses during COVID, when perhaps you had a lot more time on your hands. Now you've had to go back to work. Everything has fallen by the wayside. You don't have time to update your website. You don't have time to make a bunch of content. You don't have time to send out 1 million emails. And you're about to just say, you know what, forget it. Please don't give up. Take this webinar first. Okay. I am going to help you to identify revenue models that allow you to make more revenue, reach more people in the business that you have. You don't need to give up. You don't need to start over. You just need to pivot in a different direction. And I'm going to be teaching you how to do that and how to do it strategically and successfully so that it's not a random pivot, so that you know ahead of time that you are pivoting into something that will be more profitable. I'm going to be teaching you how to do it because I've done it 4 times successfully now. This last time, my biggest success, I got rid of 1/3 of my business. I shut down my entire in-person retail shopping, something that was bringing in thousands of dollars a month. And I had my highest sales month ever as a result. So not only did I not lose money, even though I got rid of 1/3 of my business, I made more than I ever had because my pivot was strategic. I knew exactly why I was pivoting and what was going to be better for me and the business. And I was right. I had the analytics to tell me I was going to be right. I'm going to tell you how to make those decisions in your business, when it's time to pivot and how to do it strategically. It's all going down tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Okay. The webinar is only $25. And if you use the code CRAFT, CRAFT, this is a Coven link. I'm not necessarily supposed to be sharing the Coven code outside of the Coven. CRAFT, CRAFT, you'll get 15% off. Okay. If you comment the word pivot in this live, you will get sent a link to it directly to your DMs, but you can also click the link in my bio and you'll find the link to register. And yes, the replay is always available. All of my classes and webinars live inside of my shop's online portal where we keep all of our educational materials and resources. And so register for it. You'll get immediate access to the replay. If you're not registered, that won't necessarily be the case. You're going to have to wait for it to come around. So just make sure that you register before tomorrow night. So even if you can't be there, you are registered. Okay. Does everybody understand that? Everybody all good? Drop an emoji if you're all good and you are ready to start talking about how automation can make a huge difference in your spiritual business. Let me know. Let me see some emojis and we can move forward. Hey, Butterfly Kiss. Hey, Black Heart of the Rose. Welcome, New York City, Martisha. Hey, Lunico in the building. Good to see you, my dear. Hey, Insta. Hey, Obi. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Elijah. How we doing? Lunico's ready to move forward. Nova's ready to move forward. Awesome. Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? Good morning. Okay. So, automation. We live at a beautiful time. More and more of our lives are becoming automated or capable of being automated, right? Now, as spiritual entrepreneurs, one of the first concerns that I know people are going to have about automating things is the fear of taking out the human element of what we do. We don't want to feel like used car salesmen. We don't want to be robots. We don't want to feel like horse pushers or anything like that. We still want to maintain a human element and a real connection with our clients, with our customers, with the people we created our businesses to help in the first place, right? So automation is fantastic. But I want to talk about how to decide whether or not automation is right for you and what things in your practice, in your business, you would benefit from automating in a way that allows you to still genuinely interact with everybody who is coming your way. Nova asked a great question. What exactly is automation? Thank you for the question, Nova. So automation is the process of creating products, services, or systems that operate without you having to individually trigger each thing. Okay. So if you have ever gone shopping online, anybody shop online, you buy clothing online, you go on, Gap.com, and they say, hey, sign up for our mailing list and you'll get a discount code in your email, right? And you say, oh, okay, great. Yeah, I would love a discount. I'm going to shop today. I would love to get a discount. And you enter your email, and then automatically you get an email. Automatically. Automation. Automatically, an email is triggered just because you went and dropped it into the lead capture on the website. Tell me you don't think that there's someone there manually sending out an email, writing an email every single time somebody signs up for the mailing list at Gap.com, right? Thousands of people are signing up for the mailing list at Gap.com every single day. That would take tons of people. That would be really time consuming. That would open up the possibility for there to be spelling errors and mistakes and broken links and things like that, right? That can't happen. How does that email automatically get sent out to you? Gap.com has set up an automation. They have used a platform that allows for an email to get immediately sent out when a certain behavior is completed. In this case, the behavior is entering in your email address on the website. Okay. So automations are systems that allow you to automatically do something in response to a trigger from your customer, your client, your follower, whatever the case may be. Okay, let me know, Nova, if that answer makes sense. Arisha Child says that you use automation right now on your website. Yeah, many of you are already potentially using some form of automation when you think about it. If you sell products online and your customer automatically gets a receipt when they purchase, you don't have to go and write a receipt for them and then mail it to them. That's an automation, right? That's just one that maybe you didn't really have to set up because it was a part of your website, a part of your shop. It's built in, but that's an automation, okay? Yes, you understand that? Thank you for the breakdown. Okay, great. So most of us are using automations in some way already. If you are a service provider and you use a booking site for people to make appointments with you, if they automatically get a confirmation website when they book their appointment with you, that's an automation. Again, it might not be something that you set up yourself. It might be something that kind of was automatically programmed into your booking site, but it's an automation. We're going to be talking about setting up intentional automations that can really change the game for you because it can free up a lot of time. And if done right, it will allow you to free up that time while having a personal connection to your clients, your customers, your potential clients and customers. Okay. So first of all, how do you know if you should take advantage of automations? How do you know if you are doing too many things in your business manually and it's hurting you and it's preventing you from reaching more people and getting out there, getting your services, your products to more people? Time. Time is how you know that. Drop an emoji if you would benefit from having a few more hours of time every week to work on your business. Drop an emoji. If you feel like you've got all the time in the day, you're not doing anything else, you don't have another job, you don't have children, you don't have a home to care for, you're able to spend 24 hours a day on your business if you want to, then you may not need anything more automated than you already have. But drop an emoji if you feel like if you could get 3 to 5 hours more time in your week, it would change something for your business. Alysha's child is using automation on their page as well. Awesome. I say use it in as many places as you can in a way that feels natural and organic. So I'm in Conjure Shop, drop some exclamation points. Emily's in the building. What's up, Emily? Raised hands, Lunico. Okay, great. Drop an emoji if 3 to 5 hours, we're not talking about 3 to 5 days. If 3 to 5 hours a week would make a difference in your business because you would be able to see more clients, make more products, make more content, go to more festivals, etc., write more. Drop an emoji if 3 to 5 hours would be beneficial to you. Yay, I love it when you guys know each other in the comments. Okay, emojis rolling in. I know I would absolutely love 3 to 5 more hours. It doesn't seem like a huge amount of time, but that 3 to 5 hours, for those of you that are witchpreneurs, you know, that could be huge. If you are taking clients, let's say you do tarot readings that are 30 minutes long, if you had 5 extra hours, you could see 10 more clients in a week. That could be hundreds more dollars, not to mention 10 more people that you could be helping with your spiritual gift. So 3 to 5 hours is huge for the witchpreneur. So much could be done in that amount of time. So if you feel like you could benefit and your business could benefit from 3 to 5 more hours, then you are already somebody who's a good candidate for setting up some automations, because your basic automations are going to save you about that much time. Emily says, after your last live, I've been really leaning into more late night client hours and it's made my life more balanced. Changed the game for me. I see about half of my clients from 10 p.m. to midnight. Seems crazy. And when I first started doing it, I was so scared because I was like, oh, nobody's going to want to be up that late because, you know, the right time to meet with people is like 9 to 7 p.m. But I was running a shop and I couldn't do that. And it was literally killing me trying to squeeze people in to my day while people are coming in randomly into the shop. When I started taking my sessions late at night, changed the game for me and no one has complained. Yes, it works. It works very well, which is late night hour. Okay, so 3 to 5 hours is what your basic automations can get you immediately. You spend a few minutes setting up your automations and you could immediately have 3 to 5 more hours in your week. If you had 3 to 5 more hours in your week, what would you do with it? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments. What would you do with it? For those of you who raised your hand and dropped an emoji. If I immediately snapped a finger and gave you 5 hours right now, what would you do with those 5 hours? What would you do if you're also a parent? My problem is parenting and taking clients. These things apply whether you're a parent, whether you're a pet parent, whether you're caring for your elderly parents, whether you've got a 9 to 5 job. Automation is going to help you to my dear, for sure, because there might be parts of you taking clients that you can automate. That would really, really help. So if you had 5 more hours, tell me, what would you do with it? What would you do for your business, for your clients, for yourself? Maybe you would just spend that 5 hours a week cleaning your house or resting. Maybe you would get an extra hour 5 days out of the week to sleep. What would you do with those extra 5 hours? I'm really curious how we would use it. Sin the Soul. This is a perfect example of why I'm going to start a community for us, you guys. I'm going to start a online space for all of us entrepreneurs to come in and talk to each other. Because right now, something amazing is happening in the chat. We have Sin the Soul talking about how difficult it is to take clients while parenting. And we've got my dear friend Emily talking about how she is balancing clients with children. Right now, you guys are automatic, like in real time, seeing why, as a small business owner or a spiritual entrepreneur, it is so important to know other small business owners who might be going through the same things, because we can share resources and tips. Emily's tips is to take the clients while the kids are at school or sleeping. The extra hour gives her time to rest, reset, and sit with spirit. Unstructured time is healing for me as a light worker. That's fantastic. So Marie Sorrell would multitask and get some more done in their 5 hours. What else would you guys do with an extra 5 hours? I'm very curious. And welcome into the building, Solar Plexus. Hi, I'm Carter Co. Hi, New York City. KD Mystic, welcome. Hi, I'm Christy. Welcome to Tuesday Tips for Witchpreneurs. Hang out for a while, New York City. We're not doing individual questions. This is Tuesday Tips for Witchpreneurs, and I'm talking about automation. And that is definitely going to help you to grow your life coaching business for sure. For personal questions, set up a consultation with me. Happy to do it. Click the link in my bio and go to my website, or just DM me the words "help me," and I'll get you set up with a consultation. Consultations are 15-minute virtual meetings. They're just $25, and the $25 gets credited to anything you do after that, like a class or a coaching session. So set that up, and we can talk about how you can integrate your business and your practice. Lunico says, right now we have an inventory issue. It's good that we're selling out, but you need more time to make more products and package more products. Yes, 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 yes. So having the time to do that would be absolutely great. Okay, absolutely great. Oh, it's Nick D Mystic. Okay, cool. Welcome, Nick. You're welcome. No worries. Okay. So these are wonderful things that you guys would do with that extra time. So if you know that 3 to 5 hours of time would help you, you know what you would do with that time and how it would benefit you in your business. And now it's just time to start setting up some of these automations. How do you do it in a way that allows you to stay organic, so that you don't feel like you're a robot, so that you don't feel like you're not communicating with your clients and your customers? The way to do that is by identifying the tasks in your business that are low revenue or low reach. So if you tuned into Tuesday Tips last week, we talked about how to best prioritize your business tasks. And I gave you guys my personal strategy for how I prioritize my business tasks. We created a master list, and then we categorized that master list into 6 categories. 2 of the categories are the low revenue, hard to do, and the low revenue or low reach, easy to do tasks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch that live. And once you've identified the tasks in your business that are low revenue or low reach, I want you to automate those. Automate those. Okay. These are the tasks that do not directly generate revenue for you. Because if you are spending 3 to 5 hours out of the week working on things that do not directly generate revenue or do not directly allow you to interact with your clients or customers, then it is not worth your time as the CEO of your business to be bothered with it. It is not worth your time to be bothered with it. Your time would be much better spent working on the high revenue or medium revenue or medium or high reach tasks, the things that are going to generate revenue or the things that are going to put you right in front of your clients and customers. Those are the things that are worth your time. And those are the things that people want to see from you. Okay, they're coming to you as a healer. They're coming to you as a reader because they trust you. They love you. They're coming to you to buy your products because they trust you. They love you. If you are selling products like Lunico, you do not want to automate something like your sales because that's generating revenue and reach. And people want to hear you talk about why you make your oils. They want to hear you talk about the ingredients you put into your soap. This is something you don't want to delegate to someone else, something you don't want to automate to a robotic service. You want to stay involved in that so that you can continue to have that organic connection with the people who are choosing your company because of you. But the low revenue or low reach tasks are the things that anybody can do. They're not necessarily putting you right in front of your customers, and that means it's time to automate them. So this might be things like sending out emails. Sending out emails. An email list is critical. Don't get me started on email lists. You guys know how emphatic I am about everyone having an email list. So we are not dependent on these social media platforms that could disappear tomorrow, okay, or suddenly be $50 a month. Build your own database, build your own community through your mailing list. But sending out 100 emails a day is not a valuable use of your time as the CEO of your business. The folks on your mailing list are already on your mailing list because they know you, they trust you, they want to get to know you, right? They don't need you to send out the email. And they don't need you to send out an individual email for every single person. They are okay with getting the same email that everyone else got because they're interested in the information. They already trust you. They already have a relationship with you. So automating your emails, particularly your welcome emails, is a great way to save time. If you are sending out individual emails to everybody who becomes a client or a customer, you are spending time doing something that is not benefiting you, and it's ultimately not benefiting your client or customer. Another part of your business that is probably going to be falling in the no revenue or no reach category is going to be your content scheduling. Okay, your content scheduling. Making content is important. It is a great way to market what you've got going on. It's a great way to introduce yourself to the world. It's a great way for people to find you. But once you've made the content, you are not benefiting anybody, and you're certainly not going to be making any revenue by sitting there and deciding what day to post what and getting on your phone and hitting post. That could be done for you. You want to create the content, right? You don't want a robot talking for you. You want to be on screen. You want to be on the video. You want to write the post. You want to write the caption. You want it to come from your heart. I'm actually not a big fan of AI for like caption writing and things like that. It just doesn't feel real to me yet. I feel like I can always tell when someone used AI to write their caption or make their post. So still create the content for yourself, but the actual act of scheduling it and then hitting the post button when it's time to post it, that is something somebody else could be doing. I've been struggling with the email list. Well, Nova and I are about to start working together. And Nova, you'll be very happy to know, if I didn't already mention this in our consultation, I do email automation sequencing for my clients. It's a one-off project that you can have me do for you. So I will actually set up your email automations so that your clients get nurtured. The emails are written from your heart and your voice, but I will take care of all the scheduling and all the UTM tracking and all that stuff. So I got you there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about some platforms in a second. So sending out your emails, writing them is you, but scheduling them could be automated for you. Scheduling your social media posts. Hold on one sec. New York City, we're going through like our fake summertime. It's like suddenly hot. It's like 30 degrees the other day. Crazy. That could be automated, and that's really important. Okay. Talking about social media, responding to comments, responding to DMs. If you get the same question over and over and over again, how much are your oils? What is this good for? These are opportunities to automate. Anytime you find yourself doing a task that's repetitive and monotonous, that is a sign that you would want to automate that. There are platforms that allow you to automate your comment responses. Okay. When I have a new webinar coming up, like the one I'm teaching tomorrow, I tend to get a lot of the same question. How can I sign up for the webinar? How can I sign up for the webinar? How can I sign up for the webinar? Right? It would not benefit me to spend an hour or two every day responding to that same question and sending each individual person who asked me that the link to the webinar. Even taking the time to say, the link is in my bio, the link is in my bio, the link is in my bio is not a good use of my time. Those are things that are going to fall in my no revenue or no reach category. So I should automate that. Okay. And it's not just your systems that can be automated. You can also automate some of your products or your services. If you do tarot readings and you find yourself teaching the same information in tarot readings, it's time to teach a class. When I do tarot readings, one of the questions that comes up a lot is, how can I connect with my spirit guides? How do I work with my spirit guides? I got that question so much that I started offering a specific tarot reading just for people wanting to connect and channel a spirit guide. And then in those readings, I kept getting the same questions about spirit guides. Are spirit guides angels? Are they ancestors? How do you know you're working with one? What can they help me with? And my readings started to turn into mini classes. And I said, wait a minute, I need a class on this. Because I'm spending time teaching each individual person who gets a spirit guide reading from me the fundamentals of spirit guides. I need a class for that. So I created a class for that. And I automated that class. That class is available in the BronxWitch HQ online portal. Anyone can take it at any time, and it will automatically give that person a live presentation of the class. Okay, so anytime you find yourself asking the same questions or answering the same questions over and over and over, or giving people the same instructions, it's time to make a product that can be automated. Maybe you write an ebook about the question. Maybe you create a class about the question. Whatever it is that you decide to create to give that information to people, you want to automate that. Your spirit connections have nothing to do with being a beginner, my dear. Your spirit guides are there. Okay, so now that we've talked about what automation can do for you and your business, freeing up crucial time so that you can actually take care of the people you started this whole business to help. And we've talked about which of the tasks to choose to automate versus what to leave organic. Now it's time to talk about some of my favorite platforms and the best ways to do that. Okay. And when you go to my website, you are going to see a button for Allie's favorite things, Allie's favorite tools. Okay, so many of the things I'm going to talk about, I have made really easy and accessible for you to sign up for if you decide you want to use some of these platforms. And because I've been using them for a while and I have accounts with them, in some cases, I'm able to extend discounts to you if you use my link. So definitely go to my website, check out Allie's favorite tools if any of these platforms seem helpful for you so that you can take advantage of discounts. All right. So one of my favorite platforms for automating my email sequence, automating my email process is MailChimp. It is my number one, hands down, favorite platform other than Calendly. Between MailChimp and Calendly, if you are a tarot reader, a Reiki healer, if you're a service provider of any kind, those two things together is absolutely a powerhouse package. And they both have free plans that you can start out with, though I highly recommend upgrading to the basic plans because they're not very expensive. They're like $15, $20 a month. Very much worth it. But you can get started on both of these platforms for free, integrate them together, and take a huge load of work off of your weekly task list. MailChimp is one of my favorites. With MailChimp, you can not only set up automatic emails to folks that come onto your mailing list, but you can create something called journeys. And a journey allows for you to send out a new email every time somebody does something. Maybe they made a purchase. Maybe they opened up a page on your website. Maybe they opened up your emails and they clicked on something. Maybe they opened up your emails and they didn't click on something. But you can decide what kind of activity and engagement they have with your website or with your mailing list. And in response, you can send them an email. So if somebody puts something in their cart, for example, and then they decide not to check out, you don't have to manually go to that person and say, hey, I see that you were about to buy that oil, but you didn't. What's up? Can I help you? Do you have questions? You can set up emails to do that. Those are called journeys. Now, journeys are only available on the paid plan. So that's why I recommend you go to my website and use my link so that you can get a discount. I think you get a $30 credit, which will basically get you like a month or a month and a half for free. So go ahead and take advantage. Oh my God, thank you. This was my question. I have both of these platforms. Yes, they work wonderfully together. And if you haven't really unlocked their power, it's probably just because you don't know how to use some of the more nitty gritty features like the journey feature. It's complicated. I'm a weirdo. I love setting up the email automations through journeys. And so that's actually the service that I provide to my clients. So I'd be happy to set yours up for you or teach you how to do it. Okay, so MailChimp is one of my absolute favorites. Another favorite, which is new on the scene, is ManyChat. You guys have been instructed to comment the word pivot in order to get a link to my webinar. Full disclosure, that's ManyChat that allows me to do that. But like I said, when I have a new webinar coming up, I cannot possibly answer every single person that asks me the same question, how do I get into the webinar? I just can't. And it is not a good use of my time. My time should be spent making sure that that webinar is freaking amazing, making sure that it answers every single question that you have. That's where I should be putting my time. Not telling 25, 30 people where to find the link. So platforms like ManyChat make that happen. Now, I just attended the Instagram by ManyChat Summit at the beginning of October. It was a 2-day summit. Trevor Noah spoke. It was really fantastic. And ManyChat is definitely the type of platform that you need someone to help you navigate, I think, because you can really utilize it in a really great and effective way. Set up a consultation with me and I will help you get your ManyChat going. But for now, check it out and see if it would help you. I'm sure that if you answer the same question in the comments or in the DMs over and over and over, it is going to save you time. Okay. And another one that I love, which we're on right now, is StreamYard. I love StreamYard because it allows me to automate my webinars and live streams. I'm able to register people for webinars and live streams, and StreamYard will automatically send them reminders that the webinar is about to go live. And I can release my stream over and over and over by making it on demand, which is a feature that StreamYard offers. So I don't have to go and send everybody a video of the replay. You want to watch the replay? No problem. Click on the same link that you would have clicked on to watch it the first time, and it will simply replay for you. It's available on demand. Right? I don't have the time to teach the webinar over again every time somebody says, ooh, I missed it. By using StreamYard, I'm able to make sure that the webinar is available again, that they have the same type of live experience that they would have had if they had attended the webinar on time, but I can move on to offering my next class or taking my next clients. And Monet Tarot says, I want to be in this webinar, so pivot me in. I got you. I got you. Okay. So those are some of my favorite platforms, and there are more tools and platforms that I love to use with little information about why I like them so much on my website. Just click on the link in my bio, go to my website, and you're looking for Ally's favorite tools, and you are going to see a little blurb about all of these different platforms, how I use them to help me in my business, and then links that you can use to potentially get discounts on some of them. Okay. Now, before I pull out the cards, it's time for us to go to Spirit, okay? I want to remind you all about the webinar that is happening tomorrow night, Power of the Pivot, Shifting Directions When the Roads Are Blocked. This is specifically for my stressed out witchpreneurs, my witchpreneurs that have been trying everything, and you are still not seeing the clients or the revenue that you need in order to do your spiritual business full time, if that's what you want to do. I don't want you to give up. I know you are so close to doing that. Don't give up. Let me help you pivot instead. There are other revenue models and other approaches that you could be doing in your business while staying true to your purpose, while staying true to your core audience, that will help you to maximize and unlock other streams of revenue and other forms of reach. So before you give up, please, please, please take this webinar. It is only $25, and it could change the game, save your business, and generate you thousands of dollars in revenue. So please be there tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. If you can't make it, that's okay. Just register, and because of automation, you'll be able to take it on demand whenever you are ready. If you use the code CRAFT, C-R-A-F-T, you'll get 15% off. The link is in my bio, but you can comment pivot here in the live stream or comment on any of my posts, the word pivot, and I will send you the link directly. I am Marie says, I'm here by faith. I will DM you when I'm ready. Absolutely. Let's do it. Okay, so hopefully Instagram doesn't cut us off. The integration with StreamYard and Instagram is new, and it only allows for an hour. I think we have just a couple more minutes. If we do get cut off, I will post next week's topic as a separate post. I'm just going to take a moment to ask our guides to step forward. Hello. Set goals. I love this. Set goals. Spirit wants us to talk about goal setting next week. Get a beautiful planner that inspires you and write down your dreams and goals. Then promise yourself that you will make them come true. Ah, how perfect. How perfect. Check this out, guys. Look at my planner. The planner that I have used for the last 5 years is called the Commit 30 Goal Planner. It is literally a goal-based planner that allows me to set weekly, monthly, and yearly goals that I can reach. That is so perfect. I would love to introduce you to my planner. I swear by it. I share it with everybody, and I'm going to add it, because I haven't yet. I am going to add it to my Ally's Favorite Tools list so that you can also get this planner. And we can talk about how to utilize it. But aside from products, I'm also going to talk to you about how I set goals, how I choose my goals so that they're not too much, they're not too overwhelming, they're realistic. And I actually have a 30-minute coaching session called the SMART, S-M-A-R-T, Goal Strategy Session. So if you need help with setting goals for your business that are actually actionable, we can sit down and talk about that. I have a 21-day challenge class to help you commit to your goal. Right now, I'm on day 12 of my 21-day challenge to do physical activity every day. What? That's my goal that I'm working on right now. I'm in the middle of it. So I have a ton of things to talk about when it comes to goals. how to set them, how to get them done, how to keep them organized, my favorite tools, my favorite platforms, all of that good stuff. So yes, Spirit, thank you very much. Our next topic is set goals. That is what we are going to be talking about for Tuesday Tips with Witchpreneurs next week, Tuesday at 10 a.m. One final reminder, do not miss the webinar tomorrow. Do not give up on your business. Let's pivot you into more profitable revenue models. Comment pivot on any of my posts or DM the word pivot, and I will make sure you get in, or you can click the link in my bio. Only $25. If you use the code CRAFT, CRAFT, you will get 15% off of that. The replay is immediately available to anyone who registers, so make sure that you register. If you need any help from me, if you need my personal assistance, I'm always available for consultations. They're easy, they're 15 minutes, and the consultation fee gets credited to anything you decide to get with me after. So it's basically no risk opportunity to sit with me. And you can go to the link in my bio to my website to set one up, or just comment help me anywhere, DM me help me, and I will make sure I jump right in and get you set up for a consultation. So automate, y'all. Automate your services. Free up 3 to 5 hours in your week so that you can do more for the people that need you and do more for yourselves and your businesses. I will see some of you tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, and I will see the rest of you next week at 10 a.m. on Tuesday for Tuesday Tips for Witchpreneurs. We will be talking about goal setting and goal accomplishing. All right, witches, thanks so much for being here. Have a beautiful, magical, powerful rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you all soon. Blessed be.